Hey guys, so today's DIY is going to be this awesome felt firecracker hair clip. I found it on Pinterest and thought it would make this super adorable 4th of July hair accessory that you can make for yourself or for your kids. And who doesn't love fun accessories that you can make? So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's see how you make this awesome firecracker hair clip. For this DIY, you're going to need a good sharp pair of scissors. You're also going to need blue, red, and white felt. I'm using sheets and some sort of hair clip for your hair and a measuring or cutting board. I'm using my duct tape cutting board for this. And of course, you're going to need a hot glue gun with a hot glue stick. Make sure you have that hot glue gun turned on while you are doing all of your measuring and cutting. So we are just going to measure out a 5x2 piece, and I'm just making a cut on both ends so that I can later cut them down and meet them. It does not have to be perfect. You just have to make sure that when you measure it that it's a 5x2 piece of felt cut out. So I'm just going to use my first cut to go ahead and measure out the last two. And I'm just going to lay them on top of each other and just kind of cut along where that was already cut for the first one. So now that you have all of your colors, we are going to take that hot glue gun and put a very thin strip at the bottom, and we're going to stack those colors on top, making sure that your bottom piece is even. And we are just going to continue that process again to put the blue on top of the white. Now, once you're done stacking these on top, you want to make sure that it dries before you start doing the next process. So while it's drying, I'm just cutting off the end of that blue one, and then I'm going to snip that in half so I have two small squares. And after letting that dry for a little bit, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut it down in a fringe type style. This is what's going to help give it that firecracker look. Now, you definitely want to be careful when you are cutting this, because I had a little bit of an oopsie with one of my red fringes, but you definitely want to make sure you're careful. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do another strip of glue at the bottom of that. And we are going to very carefully roll this up. You want to make sure that you don't burn yourself with the glue in this process. I did burn myself a little bit and get some glue on my finger, and we definitely don't want that to happen because some of the glue does squeeze out of the end. And you want to make sure that you hold that together until it's dry. Then we're just going to put a big glob on our end there, and we're going to slap it in the middle of one of those square felt pieces. And we're going to let that sit there and dry for a little bit before we take our scissors, and we're just going to cut around it so that you have this nice blue circle at the bottom, just like this. And then we're going to take our alligator clip and we're going to put that on top after we add some more glue. We're going to open that up, put it on top, and place that piece of felt underneath. And you're going to gently apply pressure to that. And then once that is done drying, you're going to go ahead and very carefully cut off the bottom. Now this is where it gets a little tricky, and I tried to use an X-Acto knife to help until I found out that was just making it worse. But you just want to be careful when you are snipping off the bottom part of this, because you don't want to cut any of your fringe, and you obviously don't want to cut yourself. This is why I said you need to make sure you have some nice sharp scissors. And once you're done doing that, you just kind of fluff out the top of it, and then you have this gorgeous felt firecracker hair clip. I absolutely love this. I think it's so adorable, and I think it would be super cute if you wanted to make it for your children's hair, or even if you wanted to make it for your own as something you want to do as a festivity. It's tons of fun to make. Super simple and easy, as you just saw. If you need to recreate it, make sure to slow down the video or pause it at some point while you're waiting for your glue to dry so that you can keep up with my instructions on how to make this. And share with me your pictures if you decide to recreate this. All of my social medias that you can share them with me on are in the drop down box below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching me make this and if you enjoyed this DIY. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I have one more DIY to do before 4th of July, so make sure you don't miss it, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!